Hello, my name is Morgan Hawkins, and I am a second-year pharmacy student at Drake University in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm excited to talk to you today about the danger of social media and employers. So my first question to you guys is, how many of you use social media on a regular basis? I'm going to use this chat and post a link to it, and it's going to take you to a poll. So if you click the link, you can answer the poll, and we'll see the results in just a moment. Okay, so it looks like 100% of you say that you use social media on a regular basis. So this proves that this topic is important to address because you may not realize that even though your account settings are private, employers can still gain access to your accounts. This presentation will be interactive, so be prepared to answer any questions and give feedback. Are you ready? Let's get started. Here's the agenda for tonight's meeting. We're going to talk about the definition of social media, the dangers of social media and employers, what exactly employers are looking for when they search your social media, real-life cases when social media has gotten people fired, fake accounts, the technology that employers give you, and how to improve your social media presence. So what do I mean when I say social media? Social media is considered any form of electronic communication through which users create online communities to share information, ideas, messages, and other content. Social media includes internet forums, social blogs, wikis, microblogging, social networks, and many others. There's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Skype, Pinterest, LinkedIn, YouTube, and many more. There's also email sites like Gmail and Yahoo. There's countless other social media platforms that you can use. So my next question is, what type of social media do you use? Use the chat button to share all of the social media platforms that you use. So for example, I use Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, GroupMe, and Pinterest. Let's see what everyone else uses. So it looks like Bailey uses Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and YouTube, and Lisa uses Facebook, Snapchat, and Pinterest. So as you can see, there's a lot of social media use in the small group that we have. So 70% of the population participates in at least one social media platform on a regular basis. So I'm going to dive deeper into exactly what I mean when I say the dangers of social media and employers. So how common is it for employers to look at social media before hiring you? In 2017, 70% of employers use social media to screen candidates before hiring. That's 7 out of 10 employers. This number has only increased from previous years. Employers are so dedicated to researching you on the web that 3 out of 10 employers have someone dedicated solely to getting the scoop on your online persona. All of this digging must pay off because there's another study that found that 36% of companies have actually disqualified job candidates after doing an online search or viewing an applicant's social media. People are not lying when they say you should be careful of what you post. But think about it. It's the same as researching and Googling your dream job to find out more about the company that you want to be hired into. Employers want to ensure that you're qualified and will represent the company well. A social media profile can provide information on professional credentials, career objectives, maturity and judgment, abuse of drugs or alcohol, current employment status, and other red flags. So here are some things that employers are looking for when they're investigating your internet life. They want proof that you're actually qualified for the job. They also want evidence that you have some sort of professional online persona. They're also interested into what other people are posting about you, so your network definitely matters. And they're also looking for red flags that should deter the employer from hiring you. So an employer is likely to throw away your application if you have any or some of these distasteful posts on your social media. So if you posted provocative or inappropriate photos, videos, or words, your application will get thrown in the trash. Along with if you post about drinking or using drugs, if you post anything discriminatory related to race, religion, or gender, if you talk trash on your previous employers or coworkers, if you've lied about your qualifications, if you have poor communication skills, if you're linked to criminal behavior, if your username is unprofessional, if you post too frequently, or if you don't post enough. 57% of employers are less likely to call you if you're a ghost online. So keep in mind, there are no federal laws that prohibit an employer from requiring an employee or job applicant to provide their username and password for social media accounts. So now we're going to move on to some real-life cases of when people got fired for their social media posts. So in case number 1, a woman used Twitter to talk about a new job she just received. While her friends thought it was funny, her new boss replied and said that she should not show up to work the next day. A Marine sergeant shared his negative opinion about Obama, and in the last line, he stated, "Screw Obama. I will not follow all orders from him," and he was later honorably discharged. In case number 3, a New England Patriots cheerleader drew swastikas on a passed-out friend while partying, and when the photo ended up on Facebook, viewers encouraged the Patriots to fire her, and they did. In the next case, employees at a hospital in Wiltshire, England, took time out of their workday to play a game they named the Lying Down on the Job game, where they in fact lay down in strange places at work. After posting the pictures, their bosses decided that since they had so much time on their hands, they would give them even more. As you can probably guess, they were all fired. And in this last case, there were 13 Virgin Airlines employees that were fired after they complained about their jobs on Facebook. They said the airline was cockroach infested, the engines were low quality, and they also called passengers ugly names on their social media. So these people did not intend for their superiors to see the content they are posting online, but word travels fast on the internet. It's important to keep in mind that even if you don't personally post something to your accounts, people can view what you're tagged in. So you can't control what people post on social media, so you should try to be somewhat professional. Post only things that your boss would be okay with. Okay, so it's time for another poll. How many of you know someone that posts content that their employer would not approve of? Or have you ever posted something that you would regret? So I'm going to post another link to a poll, and I'll have you guys answer that. Okay, so it looks like 100% of you know someone or have posted something that employers would not like. So just be aware of what you're posting online. So now we're going to switch gears and talk about fake accounts. So a new trend that's taking over Instagram is called Finstas. Finstas are fake Instagram accounts that often display less than professional material about someone. So it could be a long night of drinking, opinions that you don't want everyone knowing, or embarrassing stories about yourself. There's so much to fear about social media and career opportunities that high school and college students are using the Finstas as an outlet to share inappropriate things. If you want to go ahead and create an alternative account, be my guest. But be aware of who is following you, and remember, anything that's posted on the internet is permanent. So this might lead you to wonder about the technology that employers provide you. According to the Federal Electronic Communications Privacy Act, an employer-provided computer system is the property of the employer. This means that employers that provide you with a computer system and internet access are free to monitor almost everything that you do with that technology. Here are just some things that they can monitor: your internet use, your software downloads, documents or files stored on your computer, anything that's displayed on your computer screen, how long your computer has been idle, how many keystrokes you type per hour, and emails. Even if you delete something, documents and emails are often permanently backed up on the office's main computer system. So if you've realized that you've made some mistakes about the posting in the past, don't worry, you can still clean up your accounts. So here's just a few things, a few tips that you can use to clean up your account and make it look attractive to employers. So don't have all your accounts be private. It doesn't look good and it looks like you're hiding something. The key is drawing a line between your professional and personal personas. It's fine to keep your personal Twitter account private, but it might be worth having a searchable Twitter name that shows a professional you and what you bring to the table. So this way you get to choose what your employers see. However, you should still keep your personal accounts clean and non-offensive. Another tip is quality over quantity. Don't buy fake followers. Employers are interested in how you use your social media to interact, build relationships, and express your creativity. You don't need thousands of Twitter followers to get this done. Make sure you're using social media to connect with influencers, industry leaders, organizations, and publications in your field. Employers also want to see you participating in relevant online groups, and they care about the type of content you share and comment on. This is your chance to show what type of contributions you bring to a company, so keep your commentary professional and make sure you're adding value to discussion. My last tip is don't be completely inactive. This does not make you look great either. Being active shows that you know how to engage an audience. You have to commit your online brand, even if it's sharing or reposting on social media a few times a week. So social media has opened a whole new world of communication. It's responsible for many great things, such as reconnecting or staying in touch with family and old friends, providing an outlet for people to express themselves. However, it's extremely important to be cognizant of the consequences that can occur if you're unprofessional on the internet. This was meant to educate you, not terrify you. The more informed you are, the better. Does anyone have any questions before we conclude? All right, if we have no questions, thank you so much for listening to my webinar, and I hope you enjoyed it.